Welcome to the channel. My name is TJ, you can call me TZ. This is our first video on the TZ Knows Wrestling channel. So, we're going to be talking about wrestling today. We're going to be talking about SmackDown. Now, I don't know what they're doing, what's going on too much because it's all over the place. But this is going to be my review. So, off rip, we're going to talk about the whole Sami Zayn and Cody match going on Monday. Personally, me, there should not be a match right now with Cody and Sami. Cody just lost his championship a week ago because they said it was Saturday. So it's been a week since he lost the title. Why does he already have a title match Monday? And these are two SmackDown superstars for a SmackDown title going on the A show, Raw. To be honest, it has been a show lately because SmackDown has been pretty shit, if we're gonna be honest. So they're having that match. Now, personally, me, between Cody and Jay, personally, I'll probably like to see Jay win because I think there's more of a value there between, of course, Sami and Jay are brothers. Of course, going back to the bloodline thing that lasted for 4 years, it's still going on today. We should have seen what would happen. You know what I mean? Because why would Cody get another shot? He just lost the title. This is an ongoing thing with Cody losing the title, and in almost a week, he's back in the title hunt again. Let him have some filler. Let him go, take some time out, go with the kids, do what you want to do, but you don't always need to be part of the title picture. I know us as fans, we're like, Cody's best when he's chasing after the title. Not every single week. You know what I mean? He just lost the title. I thought Gunther was going to be able to pull it out and he's going to be champion. Cool. But we got Sami, which is a shock value. We enjoy that. Because nobody knew that Sami was going to win. Nobody knew that. So it's like, cool, all right, let's see where this goes. And of course, Sami came out and was like, we're going to take this title all the way to SummerSlam. Adam Pearce is there. It's like, oh, well, no, we're not going to do that. We're going to have a match on Raw. Why would we have a match on Raw and that is a SmackDown title? That doesn't make sense to me still. Dude, what are we doing? And for Cody to be winning? Come on, man. Are you really going to let him win the title back in a week? This reminds me of, I don't know if y'all remember when Christian was chasing after the World Heavyweight Championship for years. And he finally beat Alberto in Extreme Rules 2011. And in a week's time, he battled Randy Orton and Randy beat him clean as a freaking whistle. This gives me flashbacks to that. Like I said, I don't know if he's going to win because this is what is happening. So right now, I'm just irritated with either upper management and Cody Rhoades. I'm tired of Cody always getting that title back. It's always annoying when he keeps going back and forth. What are we doing? But let me see. What else happened on SmackDown? I enjoyed the Trick Williams and Carmelo Hayes segment. It was really good. Of course, they have their whole little thing stemming back from NXT. Of course, Lil Yachty being there. I'm not a big fan of celebrities, but Lil Yachty's actually doing pretty well in my opinion. Better than Jelly Roll, but Jelly Roll. And then, of course, going back from that fiasco with Pat McAfee and people like, no, we don't want celebrities in wrestling. Cool, I understand that because I'm not really a big fan of celebrities in wrestling myself. But Lil Yachty's actually doing pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. But next week we have a match it's a non-title match between Melo and Trick Willie. I'm definitely gonna be tuned into that match because I like both. Of course, Trick being Trick, I know he like back of my hand and slaps the dog shit out of Melo and try to leave the ring. At Melo, nah, we ain't going for that. Does a fucking suicide dive and lands on him perfectly. So that was great too. But what else happened? We have Fatal Influence. That got announced. Fatal Influence versus Brie Bella and Paige for the titles, which I think Fatal Influence should win. It's time to get those belts off of Paige and Brie Bella. First, they shouldn't have had titles in the first place, in my opinion. But that's the hill people will die on. I'm not trying to do all that because I feel like when Paige came back, there should have been a singles run. But of course, for that value, they had her win the title, which I think it shouldn't have happened in the first place, like I said, but that might hit or die on. So right now, we'll see where that goes. I think at that time for WrestleMania, there should have been Paige and Lyra because they've been putting in work for months at that point. And I feel like that would have been a little bit more value because, of course, I like both. Lyra, especially since she's a heel now and she's going after Bayley or wherever that goes. But other than that, SmackDown was, for a 2-hour show, it wasn't bad, especially for being 3 hours. Because sometimes they have a lot of filler, and it's a lot of unnecessary filler. was 20 to 30 minutes worth of stuff that we really don't care about. The Danhausen stuff, it's interesting. Yes, it's Danhausen trying to make a clone of The Miz, and it's just, that right there, it's okay, but it gets to a point, like, Danhausen is very entertaining. At first, when he first came to the scene, I'm like, nah, but then he gradually kept getting entertaining, getting more funnier every time, because he steals it. Every segment, he steals it. So, that was okay. Really nothing much else happened that it comes to mind. Actually, I think the match of the night was that Ray Phoenix match versus, I don't know how to pronounce his name. He's from AAA for the AAA Cruiserweight Championship. Fucking phenomenal match. Crazy spots. That is an A+, especially for SmackDown. I wasn't expecting them to have a AAA Cruiserweight Championship match on SmackDown anyway. So that was great. Ray Phoenix ended up winning, of course. But overall, the match, fucking phenomenal. Cheers to both. And I think the last thing I'm going to talk about today is going to be the whole Nick Aldis and Gunther fiasco. After Sami ends up winning the title, Gunther goes back there and he's saying, Nick Aldis, you ain't nothing, you ain't never going to be nothing, you want to be like me. And of course there's a shoving match and they sent his ass home. They sent both motherfuckers home. All right, let's see how this goes. So of course talks are going to say, oh look, we're going to have Nick Aldis come out and Nick Aldis is going to go back to being Magnus. Let's relax, because I don't know about all that. You know what I mean? If they do go that route, Gunther's probably the person to do, because Gunther can put over, pretty much make anybody look good. I'm not saying Nick Aldis needs somebody to make him look good, because he's a wrestler in his own, but he hasn't been in the ring for I don't know how long. You know what I mean? So who knows where that's going to go. But I don't think it's going to go that far for them to have a match. No. I think Gunther's going to talk his shit, Nick's going to talk his shit, and it's going to be that. He might put his hands on Nick again, maybe. But I don't see it going for a match, if any. But both got sent home. They weren't there this week. That's why Adam Pearce was there. Now we can look ahead until Monday. It's going to be in Chicago. We all know who lives in Chicago. CM Punk. And like I said, with this whole Cody versus Sami match, where is this going to go? If Sami wins it, what happens? If Cody wins, there's little rumors that it's going to be Cody versus CM Punk at SummerSlam. Would I like to see that? Not a bad match. But why has it come on the foot of Sami's reign? You know what I mean? Why does it have to go that way? But like I said, even with that, there's been a little stumblings of CM Punk having problems backstage, wanting to leave. I'm not sure if that's true or not. I'm not sure. All I've been seeing is on Twitter, oh, he's having these problems with upper management and all this extra stuff. But I don't think that's where that's going to go. Like I said, we ain't going to see nothing until tomorrow night. We're not going to know. I'm pretty sure that's going to be the main event. And I'm pretty sure it's not going to go clean. It's not. I don't know where it's going to go. This is a very interesting thing because we're not sure. Because who knows? Roman could come out. I'm just talking. OTC could come out and just, who knows? But because that is his show. But I don't think it's going to go that far. That's why I think Jay should have won, because who knows what would have happened. Who knows? But it's going to be Cody versus Sami for a SmackDown Championship on Raw. But it is what it is. Y'all let me know how would y'all grade this SmackDown. For overall, for 2 hours, I'm going to give it a B+. It was pretty nice. It wasn't too much filler, like I said. Everything kind of fell into place that way it was supposed to be. I liked it. It was better than having 3 hours of just, 30 to 40 minutes of just bullshit. I enjoyed the 2 hours. Maybe just 2 hours. Nothing too crazy. But this is my first video. Just let me know what I can do better, because like I said, I'm kind of all over the place. A, it's early, and B, this is my first time really doing this. I'm on a whole new setup. So everything is just, give me time to work on different things, but just let me know what I can do better. Would you like to see more? Would y'all like to, just let me know. But thank you for watching. Just let me know. I love you guys. Just bear with me. This is my first video. I'm kind of nervous, but I think it's gonna work itself out, because I want to be able to do this full time, because I love wrestling. But I'm gonna try to give y'all a video, and I still do my little memes on my shorts, so go check the shorts. And that's it. Thank you for watching. Hopefully y'all respect my opinion. Y'all don't gotta respect my opinion, but it's my opinion. You have your own opinion. Everybody got their own opinion. Thank you. See ya.